Hey guys, Marsingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today, for a bit of a change of pace, I thought we would have a fun little different video. I posted this the other day after going through my box. I think I was going through picking up the extra copies for the STR Vegito that they added. I decided, since you can now get infinite copies, that I might as well have the TUR and the SSR rainbowed. No real point, never going to use them, but why not, right, for collection purposes. And of course, while scrolling through the tabs, I came across this one again, which brought back these old memories of a terrible mistake that I made, not knowing any better back when I was still very new to the game. So I thought I'd make this post and share the story and see what else people out there had to say. So I said, what's your big but not really serious regret you have from your Dokkan journey? Because, you know, I didn't want any really sad stories of, like, you know, I maxed out my credit card summoning for such and such. So it's kind of supposed to be a bit more of a fun angle, right? Like, I didn't want people sharing any, like, really sad stories. It was kind of just supposed to be something for a bit of fun. So what is a regret you have from your Dokkan journey? A long time ago, when I was down bad for Kais, I picked some up with these, the Supreme Kai Stones, before buying the stamina increase items. And now it seems I'll never get them. I was hoping with Vegito Blue's Easy A, they would add more. Because Vegito Blue, the path to unlocking him and getting him, like, leveled up and everything, up to an LR the first time when he originally came out, it required you to do these Supreme Kai trials on the various quest stages and get these stones. And there was a bunch of other things you could buy once you'd bought the copies of Vegito from the shop. Kai's, I don't know if Orbs was one of them as well. And then, yeah, box space and stamina upgrades. Now, I can't remember how many there were to start with. I'm pretty sure I did buy some of the stamina upgrades. But as you can see, there are still 8 left. And they never added any more of this currency. In the years since it came out, they've never added any more. And I was hoping when they announced the Vegito Blue Easy A and the fact that they added Vegitos into the shop, they added the Potara medals into the shop, I was kind of hoping that they would add a way to get more of these. And unfortunately, these 8 stamina increases will sit here to forever haunt me. Now, it's not a huge deal. I mean, I got some of them. I've gotten stamina upgrades from other things before, from other parts of the shop and other stuff that they've done. So, I mean, at the moment, at time of recording, I'm at rank 973. My max stamina is 338. So, it's not like I'm hurting for stamina. But it is still very annoying that I will never be able to get these. So I thought I'd ask you guys, we're going to go through some of the replies. Obviously, feel free to let us know down below in the comments section, some of yours as well. People pointed out quite a few that I myself did as well in the early days and just didn't remember. So let's go through a few of these. So shout out to my boy David. When the Spirit Bomb GT Goku came out, I Easy A'd one of the extra copies of him, by mistake I guess, and because of it I can never rainbow him. So yeah, you only get a certain number of copies. So basically what it means is he Easy A'd this one, but this was one of the spare copies. So I'm assuming this one is like 55%, and then this is the one that he put the dupes into. And yeah, is not going to be rainbow now, which is kind of unfortunate. I got very confused at the screenshots because I didn't quite get the way it worked out. But yeah, there you go. One is Easy A'd but dupe free. The other one has the dupes but can't be Easy A'd because you can only get the Easy A medals once. So he Easy A'd the wrong copy. So I think actually he can rainbow this one. I don't know why it says he never rainbow. He can't rainbow the Easy A one. He can rainbow this one, but this one's not Easy A'd. So kind of pointless. Very unfortunate. So yeah, this guy, for those of you who don't remember, this STR Super Saiyan Goku was a farmable card during, I think, the only crossover that Dokkan has ever done. Years and years ago, there was a crossover with One Piece. You had to fight, is it Doflamingo as a boss? And there was a farmable Super Saiyan Goku. Now, at the time, because there's quite a few now, at the time, this was by far the easiest way to farm Super Saiyan Gokus for SA farming. Because obviously we have that one from the original event on Global where it starts as like a base Goku, awakens to AGL Angel Goku, then awakens to Super Saiyan Goku. And doing all of that just to have one SA fodder unit is a massive pain in the butt. So them actually dropping a farmable Super Saiyan Goku was really good. I farmed up loads of these guys, got all of my Super Saiyan Gokus to SA10. And then I did the same thing. This guy, as you can see, only one copy, 55%. I, like an idiot, not knowing back then the way these kind of games worked and the fact that this unit might never come back, I farmed a ton of them up to feed into SA, but then never actually kept one, let alone keeping like dupes, because I think, if I remember rightly, the dupe system was not a thing when this was out. So even if you did keep one copy, you probably weren't going to have thought to keep 5, right? So this is a unit that is unobtainable for a lot of people. I mean, obviously he's terrible. It's not like you're not missing out if you don't have him, but this is a unit that you literally cannot get anymore. So yeah, there's my reply there. So I bought Tech Exchange Boo with red coins. Oof. One of the worst Dokkan Fest exclusives to have come out in the last couple of years. I know he has uses. I've seen people using his team to beat some red zone stages and stuff, but I have never been a fan of that unit whatsoever. I was always a big fan of LR Bootank, so I always just preferred running him to like lead a Martian Power team. So I don't know if this is necessarily a huge blunder, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was regrets, right? Not serious regrets. So something like this fits the bill. And then we have the Aurale Banners. Now, this was another one for me. When I started playing the game, obviously not really, you know, a huge fan of Aurale. She's okay and everything, right? But back then when this banner came out, I wasn't a whale. I didn't really spend at all. I maybe spent a little bit here and there, like the cheaper sale packs. So I didn't summon on her banner. I can't remember. I think her banner, I think it was guaranteed featured. And it had 3 different versions of her. And then it was like Sour Man and some other robot guy. And then there was like a General Blue, I think maybe. But yeah, I didn't summon on that banner. And I think it might have come back once. And I didn't summon on it again. And then it never came back again. And I think it coming back the second time, I think a lot of people might have been in the same position as me. Where because it did come back once, people probably thought, oh, you know, this banner's going to come back every now and then. And it never did. So I don't have any of these Aurale units. It would be interesting to see if they bring them back in the future sometime. But they still haven't done it yet. So I don't know if they can't because of some kind of licensing. It shouldn't be an issue, right? Because she is from technically in like OG Dragon Ball as well. So, but yeah, maybe one day they'll come back with an Easy A. But until then, they are some of the only summonable units in the game that I don't have. So I started playing when Omega Shenron and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out. I remember back then. I pulled 3 Shenrons and barbered them because it wasn't the card I wanted. Oh no. Nowadays, of course, you think about how rarely some of those units come back. And Omega, he's pretty good with the with his Easy A. Once GT Bosses gets an actual good, like runnable 200% lead build, I think he could be very, very good. Dead Yamcha, I used my dupes to up his Easy A. Now I can't rainbow him. And the tech one, I guess, as well. Yeah, our boy did the same. I did that as well. I think I have one. Let me find him in my box now. Because I think I did the same thing. Because again, back then when you first start the game, thinking about things like, you know, using dupes for hidden potential as opposed to like SA and stuff like that was just something you wouldn't necessarily know, right? So I awakened one copy. I have the dead one at 0% SA1. And then I have the unawakened one at SA10, but with no paths open. So, I too am unable to ever have this guy rainbowed. I could awaken my unawakened one, so I would at least have one at SA10, and then I could feed in the other one to open one of his paths. But it means I could never rainbow him. So, very unfortunate. Yeah, a few people did the same thing. Probably a tie between this and forgetting to exchange the red dragon stone twice. Ooh. That is unfortunate. I mean, I guess when they give them out for free, nowadays, a lot of those units aren't really worth it anyway, but definitely unfortunate when you can get one of those units for free. And then, yeah, this is going to be, I know a lot of people in the early days of playing the game made these hidden potential mistakes. So this is the top left path open, where obviously if you're only going to open one, you want to get the bottom right. When I was early on in the game and Kais were so hard to get and not many units had farmable super attacks, I did used to do this though. Like if I pulled a dupe for a unit that I didn't think I was ever going to like, you know, max out to SA10 and, you know, level up and stuff like that, I would open their top right path because at least then, you know, you can get the abilities, leave them at like SA1 and then maybe in the future do something with them, I don't know. But yeah, you should always open the bottom right path with the first dupe because so many units have farmable super attacks and we have so many ways to get Kais now. So, and then For those who know the unit, let's see if you can tell me what's wrong here. So this is the Spirit Bomb free-to-play AGL Goku that was given out at one point. He started off as a base form unit, and then they awakened him into Super Saiyan. You can see here, he says, tell me if you can see what's wrong. So he's SA... Oh, you can't see the bottom of the photo on this zoom in, but SA6, which you can see here. Now, I think that's because they gave out... They might have given out one extra copy, but they gave out the copies, enough copies, so you could open his paths. And so this person used those copies to raise his SA instead, unfortunately. So he's 6 out of 10. Obviously, they could feed in extra things to make him 10 out of 10, but they can never get any extra copies to open his paths. So, unfortunate. Again, a lot of these units are collection units. Like, even if you had him rainbowed, you're never going to use him. But still very unfortunate that you can never get it now. So, barbered all the Fusions characters when I pulled them, maybe for barber points, but also because they're an eyesore in my box and very weak without Dokon Awakenings. I mean, yeah, when some of them came out originally, they were not very good. Whereas some of them now with their EZAs are actually quite good. They are in the general pool though, so at least eventually you can get them again. But I did the same because the early game starves you of Kais. That's talking about, obviously, my original post, the thing about the Supreme Kai Stones. I was hoping she and Krillin would EZA when Goku, Gohan, and Cell released. I don't even remember what happened. So this guy bought, 4 copies of this AGL Android 18 from the barbershop. As you can see, 3 paths open. I'm assuming the reason why this is a regret is because this unit, whilst this is a TUR, she does have an awakening. She's not very good. And still doesn't have an EZA. And obviously with Battlefield LRs getting EZAs now that require you to spend tons of Battlefield memories to buy the Awakening medals, having wasted a bunch of Battlefield memories on a unit that is basically unusable is definitely not great. So, because she will EZA in the future, I guess, and potentially be good. So, I didn't realise they were rainbow, so I used the extra barbershop ones, raising AGL Ginyu's SA, so now this man is stuck at 89%. Wait, aren't there infinite... Are there infinite copies of them in the barbershop now? I thought they were. There were with the update. Obviously, you can't get infinite barber points, but you can buy more Ginyus. Apparently, they added 5 more copies at one point, and I messed up and used them for SA without checking if the LR was 100%. I don't know if... Let me double check, because I could have sworn you could buy infinite Ginyus now. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe they did just add 5 copies when he got his EZA. Let me see. Oh, yeah. You can buy 5 more copies. So, what did he say he used them for? He used them for SA. So I'm assuming he means SA for like the AGL Ginyu. So, I guess he used the 5 extra ones and the other one that was still in the barbershop to raise AGL Ginyu's SA without realising that he hadn't opened the last path on this guy. Which means, unless they do decide to revamp the the Battlefield Medal Shop at some point, we'll never get the last dupe for the LR Physical Ginyu. That is a rip. So this one I feel like is not a huge regret. This is kind of just a almost a flex, right? So if you guys remember, back in November 2020, they accidentally reset the Pilaf pack. So I remember Goresh and I think Toon bought them. There was a ton of the ones you could buy that gave you extra box space and a bunch of other stuff, and then they reset so you could buy them again at least once. I don't know if you could buy them again twice. And then they fixed it. So if you did it within that small window, you could. But I mean, this guy still has 2,950 box space. I think that's okay, personally. What do I have? I have 1,795, so I think you'll be okay with over 1,000 extra box space. I usually don't struggle for box space, so fell for that too. That was surely on purpose. I'll buy them tomorrow, and then yeah, they just got reset and changed. Before Super 17 ECA, I regretted buying him with a purple stone because I ended up 3 copies back on STR Rose. I mean, to be fair, this will happen a lot, right? Same with red coins, where you buy a unit with either like a stone or the coins, and then you then pull them multiple times when they come back on a banner. I've done the same. The first unit I ever bought with red coins, I bought 2 dupes for the Go Bros, LR, Gohan, and Goten, because mine were at 55% ever since they came out. Didn't pull any on the banner when they first came back, so I bought 2 dupes. And then on the next banner they came back, I pulled like 5 copies of them. So, and then of course, you always get posts like this. This is my boy from our group chat, so I'm not going to go too hard on him. But you always get people that will reply like this, where it's like, hey guys, sucks that I forgot to buy these stamina things. I regret that. And then someone will post being like, haha, I bought them. So yeah, good for you. I ended up selling my Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku after I pulled him on the second year banner. I eventually pulled another one later. I mean, the Super Saiyan 3 one, if you're going the STR Golden Grey 8 one, he is, at the moment, kind of languishing in the wasteland. He needs an easy A in order to be runnable. A couple of other people have done this same thing with the Supreme Kai Stones. I sold the entire Bardock squad, spare the LR, not even Barber, just sold for Zenny. That's crazy. Because, yeah, if you had awakened them first, you can now only get the medals. If you wanted to actually refarm them and have the team set up, you can only get the medals to awaken the units from them randomly appearing in the barbershop. Because they're mission rewards. So if you'd already got them, awakened them, and then got rid of them for some reason, it's a nightmare. You'd have to wait for them to all come back in the barbershop to be able to awaken them again. So I fed a copy of Physical Vegito Blue into Tech Vegito Blue. Didn't get the level ups. I mean, as an SSR for 50% chance. And I still don't have that last dupe of him. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't remember what else I picked. Still have all the Kais, but right before version Z dropped, I farmed them all and got as much stamina as I could. Yes, this person has 10 left, so... sorry, 5 left, so... I think... Did they have 10 to start, maybe? Because I had 8 left, so maybe I did get 2 of them, but... Very minor one, but this plan's hidden potential and not fixing it when they made the stone price. I mean, to be fair, this is a general pull unit, and she kind of sucks, right? So the more copies you pull in the future, you can change that. And she gets... You know, she might get an easy A that actually makes that not a bad build, because she's a support unit. Little bit of crit and some dodge. I mean, if she gets like built-in additional or something, that wouldn't be the worst build. So, bought Angel Golden Frieza dupes, I'm assuming with coins. So it was finally 100%. Because I love Wicked Bloodline, even back then, and Frieza with the Tonic Power. I thought his Easy A would be cracked. Yeah, about that. Yeah, unfortunately, his Easy A was a bit of a fumble. Accidentally did top left path on Buhan because I was half asleep. Had to wait a year to fix it since I'm on global. Oh, he means the LR, right? Because the, unfortunately, worldwide download celebration units take like 11 months to come back on global. So that is very unfortunate, having to have a one dupe Buhan for a whole year, basically, and it's the wrong path unlocks. That is unfortunate. Feeding the Dokkan Fest base form, like transforming Frieza into the free-to-play one. I think this is the one that awakens into... Is this the one that awakens into Frieza and Sorbet? Or am I thinking of a different one? But yeah, that is unfortunate. Selling this guy, yeah, we've already covered this guy from the One Piece collab. Selling Physical Beerus when I was new because I didn't have any Realm of Gods and very few Exploding Rage. Luckily, I pulled him again before his banner left. Oof. Bought AGL Gogeta and then pulled him a month later. I bought in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and pulled him an hour later. Yeah, never buy units with coins until you've 100% decided that you're done summoning on the banner. So, that would be selling the extra B-Pan medals before her awakening to LR. It was only for the free SA20, but there's no way to get those medals again. That or grabbing AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with just his bottom left path open for 3 years. Oof, yeah, the bottom left path is... Definitely, because people, it's the bottom right and then the top left. And as we've said already, a lot of people accidentally did the top left first. But the bottom left, that one doesn't even have like any of the star abilities in it. So that is unfortunate. Sold 2 copies of this guy when I started playing. Outrageous. How could you disrespect our boy Super 17 like that? When I started playing Dokkan, around when UI Goku released, got AGL Rose with a dupe and fed the dupe for SA level. I mean, back in the day, one of the loading screen things used to say, which I'm assuming was before the Hidden Potential came out, but then it was still in the game for a while after the Hidden Potential system released, there was one of the loading screens that said, like, hey, you can feed in another copy of the same unit to raise SA, and then they didn't take it out for ages, so I wouldn't be surprised if newer players actually got confused by that. So, spending 60 stones in a day trying to beat in UI Goku's Dokkan event because I didn't understand that the Spirit Bomb was a one-shot, and I was thinking STR Jiren could reflect that. I mean, technically, yeah, this reply, we could actually get a Jiren that could do that, depending on how the Spirit Bomb is classed as a super, but... yeah, I guess if you're a newer player and you don't really understand how gacha games work and you've just watched the show, thinking that Jiren would be able to counter the Spirit Bomb, I guess it's not the stupidest thing in the world, right? But yeah, I used to spend stones retrying Dokkan events and stuff back in the day, because when I first started the game, like, even, like, just normal Dokkan events were difficult, right? Like, I couldn't awaken AGL Super Vegito until Tech Gotenks came out and I pulled him, because STR Vegito's Dokkan event was too difficult for the teams that I had at the time, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of stones having to retry constantly. So, I bought Int Janemba for 150 coins when I first started playing because I didn't know what I was doing. I very quickly rainbowed him and have since rainbowed him at least twice over. I mean, at the end of the day, the longer you play, that is going to happen with buying units with red coins. So, barbered a second copy of the 5-year LR Gogeta because I didn't understand the concept of dupes as a new player. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I spent 35 stones retrying TN's Strike Battle event on day 1 of playing because he's one of my favourite characters. Oh, yeah, that is unfortunate. Rainbow SA10. Yeah, this is the Goku that we talked about in a previous post. It was the one that awakens into the Super Saiyan, like the Spirit Bomb one. Rainbow SA10 and then forgot to farm the medals, so he can never be awakened. That's crazy. Because I think, were they mission rewards? I'm not sure. But yeah, you now can't get them again. So, not summoning for Cell and Gohan during the download celebration when I first joined. I don't even remember the banners being up. I have tickets from when the banner was still up. I also didn't summon for Trunks and Zamasu, but have the free tickets still. Oof, that is unfortunate. Barbering older units before the same name update came out. Some of them had orbs and Kaizen. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I used them to level up one of my characters because I thought they were worthless. I mean, these guys, they are free to play and still fully farmable, right? So if you wanted to do the grind, you can still get them. I'm guessing these are going to be bad, like hidden potential. Well, I guess just bad builds, right? Because you can't actually see the bottom of the image, but full crit on Majin Vegeta, full crit on the Go Bros, and then what is Janemba here? Like, basically full dodge and then crit. Whereas all of those units are much better with additionals. So, not doing the orb events, despite me needing them to do hidden potential. I still don't do them to this day. That's just bad form, sir. What are you doing? I got 3 of this guy and sold all of them. Understandable. Wasting the stimulus checks on Dragonstones. That's a pretty funny one. A lot of these now are just barbers, accidentally buying dupes with coins, barbering, stopping playing Dokkan to play Legends. Well, there you go. That is the ultimate fumble. So let's leave it on that one. Legends bad lol, as the meme says. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I thought this would just be a bit of fun. Share your horror stories of the things that you've accidentally done. Hopefully some of them you guys have been able to fix, or at least can fix in the future. But let me know your stories of regrets along the way of your Dokkan journey down below in the comment section. And let me know what you think. Well, maybe we'll do something like this again in the future. But let me know all of your thoughts and your stories of regret down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.